Sully and Mike, it's a beautiful friendship in a lot of ways. Mike is feeling like he's being replaced, and he's not, but Sully's just growing to have different priorities. And that's the difference, I think, between a buddy and a friend. A buddy is totally there when you're on the same page and you share the same interests and you enjoy spending time together. A friend is like, you're evolving and things are different, and I'm still here for you.
I'm glad you came back, Mike.
Somebody's got to take care of you, you big hairball.
And it's not about not acknowledging the sadness or the fear, but how crucial it is to laugh and to enjoy and to connect, and how healing that is. We don't choose what we're feeling, like what emotions come up, but we do choose what to do with them, what to focus on, and what to feed. What we feed grows.
Oh, boo. It's been fun.
Hello and welcome to Cinema Therapy. I'm Alan Seawright, a professional filmmaker who needs therapy. I'm joined by my co-host,
Jonathan Decker, licensed therapist who loves movies, including whatever movie we're going to watch today.
I'm going to have you react to a film, and the film that I'm going to have you react to
Why do you always do this?
is Monsters Incorporated.
Ooh, I love this. Who doesn't, though? If anyone doesn't love this, get out.
Get the hell out of my face! Get out of my face!
Wow, harsh, but also I don't want to be your friend. You might be a good person, we're just not going to be compatible.
No,
that's okay.
We want to be their friend because we want to help them see the light. Come back and watch this episode. So what do you want me looking for in Monsters Inc?
So I think what I'd like you to focus on, Jonathan, LMFT.
Oh well,
Decker.
It's true.
Your middle name is now LMFT.
Okay.
What we feed emotionally grows.
Yeah. Okay.
So what are our main characters feeding? What is growing? Are they learning? What's happening?
Okay. We're gonna use that. That was fantastic. Let's do it.
You know, I am so romantic sometimes I think I should just marry myself.
Give me a break, Mike.
What a night of romance I got ahead of me. Tonight is about me and Celia. Ooh, the love boat is about to set
I love
sail.
how.
Cause I gotta tell you, buddy, that face of hers, it just makes my heart go.
Fun-filled evening planned for tonight.
Well, as a matter of
And
fact.
I'm sure you filed your paperwork correctly. For once. Your stunned silence is very reassuring.
Scare reports. I left them on my desk. If I'm not at the restaurant in 5 minutes, they're gonna give our table away. What am I gonna tell? Schmoopsie boo.
Hey, Googly Bear, want to get going?
Do I ever? It's just that, there's a small.
I don't understand.
It's just
It's just that I forgot about some paperwork I was supposed to file. Mike was reminding me. Thanks, buddy. Whew.
I was? I was. Yeah, I was.
Oh, okay, let's go then.
We're going. On my desk, Sully. The pink copies go to accounting, the future ones go to purchasing, and the goldenrod ones go to Roz. Leave the pews.
So we spent some time at Pixar Animation Studios recently.
We sure did. We got to go to Scare Floor F.
Yeah, and we saw a giant mock-up of Mike and Sully that we got to stand next to.
Yeah, the huge, like life size.
Took a picture with some of the CT crew where we very pointedly stood in front of Mike.
You had to stand in front of Mike. He's in a YouTube video.
Pixar, time and time again, character design instantly iconic. Like even before you see the movie, you see the trailer or the poster, and you feel, I love these characters and I want to engage with these characters.
Turns out if you hire some of the world's greatest artists and tell them, hey, I need an instantly recognizable character that tells me these things about the character, they can come back 2 days later with a bunch of options that are good. Unlike an AI, which will come back with a bunch of options that are copies of something that was good.
Oh, that's hot.
Because what do we need to know about Mike, for example? He is able to terrify and be imposing, but he's actually sweet and gentle. And you can tell that from looking at him immediately. Claws and horns, but also greenish blue and purple.
Very cuddly colors and soft, fluffy hair.
Yeah, soft, fluffy hair and big doe eyes, It's just, it's all right there into the design. It's so perfect.
So what are we seeing in Sully and Mike Wazowski's friendship here?
Sully bails Mike out a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
He really does.
And Mike is ADHD coded. He's thinking about whatever he's thinking about, right? And he doesn't have a system in place to help him remember the things he's supposed to do.
This is honestly a thing that's bugged me ever since I first saw the movie. This guy is the assistant of the scare leader, and he doesn't know how to file paperwork.
Yeah, he's really bad at
They've been
his
doing
job.
this for 15 years, presumably.
It's funny because he's the assistant, but he relies on Sully. So yeah, things are a little bit backwards in their relationship, but it works for them.
Sure.
As long as there's no curveball thrown into life.
Well,
it's
and
fine.
there won't be. Let's watch more just smooth sailing for these two.
You know, there are some situations where it's okay to just wing it.
Like Mike and Sully ad-libbing musical numbers. Bum, bum,
But finding the right doctor should not be a total crapshoot.
And with ZocDoc, it's not, because you've got more options than you know.
ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality, in-network doctors, choose the right one for your needs, and click instantly to book an appointment.
We are talking about in-network appointments with more than 100,000 healthcare providers across every specialty.
From mental health to dental health, from eye care to skin care, and so much more.
Plus, ZocDoc appointments happen super fast.
Typically within just 24 to 72 hours from booking.
You can even score same-day appointments. A booyah.
That's faster than Sully could get Boo back home.
It can be hard to find the right door when you need it. But with ZocDoc, it's not hard to find a doctor. You can filter for doctors who take your insurance,
Who are located nearby, not all the way out in the Himalayas.
who are a good fit for any medical need you might have, like if you, say, accidentally sprayed yourself in the eye with disinfectant.
And who are highly rated by verified patients. You know, since I recently moved to a small town, I'm going to use ZocDoc to find and book great doctors near me.
So stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/cinematherapy to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today.
That's ZocDoc.com/cinematherapy. ZocDoc.com/cinematherapy.
So help me, and ZocDoc!
And cut.
Celia, please try to understand. I have to do something!
Michael? Oh, good.
On three. 1, 2.
There's a kid here! A human kid!
Oh!
Come on!
I've often thought, especially now that I'm a parent, of how smart this movie is when you have a storyline that is centered on scary children and the protagonists are scary monsters, to approach that in such a child-friendly way through the design of the characters like we talked about, but also the fact that the monsters are terrified of
The
children.
monsters are terrified of children.
Yeah.
Like, they're so much more scared of kids than kids are of them.
In fact, every time they go in to do their job, they're seen as heroes because they're risking certain deaths. So we have like an Armageddon style slow motion shot. But this is an example of the emotion, what you feed grows. There is this intense paranoia about children that's not based on truth or fact, and yet the entire community believes it because we've told each other it's true. They all tell each other, and on the television, children are dangerous, children are toxic.
Now is the time to panic!
And so what happens? It grows bigger in our minds. We give it more weight than we need to. And that's when I tell people, like, the thing that you avoid, you're giving it power by avoiding it. And so now that everyone's living in fear, everyone's living in panic, when really they should all be like, oh, sweet little thing, play with her, pick her up, help her get home. Instead, pandemonium, and there's not a kernel of truth to any of the fear.
Right.
But what you feed grows, and that's as true emotionally as it is for rumors and for gossip and for the stories and the media that we consume and the things that people tell us.
Hey, you hear that? Sounds like fun in there. Okay, send me a postcard, kid. That's Mike Wazowski, care of 22. Mike Wazowski, you got your life back lane. Very good. Now, boom. Bye-bye. Come on. Look at this thing.
The yodeling reminds me of the Seven Dwarfs, honestly.
Mike, this isn't Boo's door.
Boo? What's Boo?
That's what I decided to call her. Is there a problem?
Sully, you're not supposed to name it. Once you name it, you start getting attached to it. Now put that thing back where it came from, or so help me!
Instantly iconic moment here.
Oh, hey! We're rehearsing a scene for the upcoming company play called Put That Thing Back Where It Came From, or So Help Me. It's a musical. Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me.
I love that song.
It's a work in progress, but hey, we need ushers. Sully, I've had enough. Now say goodbye to him. Where'd it go? What'd you do with it?
Where is she?
I don't believe it. She got away from you again? Well, that is just... Wait a minute. The sun is coming up. This is perfect. She's gone. Hey. Where you going? Sully, please, don't blow us. Not when we're so close to breaking the record. Come on, somebody else will find the kid. It'll be their problem, not ours. She's out of our hair.
What are you two doing?
They're We're rehearsing a play. She's out of our hair.
Had it, Wazowski.
Okay, Billy Crystal's performance is flawless for that. But whoever animated Mike Wazowski doing that pose and then the mouth, like the jaw slightly askew. Hell!
Yeah, like some old-timey
Like
1920s radio show. Like
What it reminds me of is like a 60s or 70s Jewish comedian in the Catskills like doing show tunes. It's just so good.
Well, and people are accustomed to like hero worshipping Sully.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is when Sully's with Mike, they see it as Sully and Mike, and it's a different dynamic.
It is,
Sully's amazing. Sully and Mike are Harry and Lloyd.
Oh my god. He's absolutely right.
I also love that Sully just like immediately jumps into the musical number.
Yeah, again, he's backing up his buddy. He just goes with it like, okay, I don't know where Mike's going with this, but boom, 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 boom.
But they have a dynamic of bailing each other out because, you know, Boo technically got through because of Sully, so Mike's helping him. It's a beautiful friendship in a lot of ways.
No. What was that?
That monster was like...
Did you not lull it to sleep?
I was going for a snake/ninja approach with a little hissing.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's all about presence, about how you enter the room.
Mr. Waternoose!
James, perfect timing.
No, sir, you don't understand.
Now, show these monsters how it's done.
I can't, sir, you have to listen to me.
Pay attention, everyone. You're about to see the best in the business. Reset the simulator.
But sir!
Give us a big, loud roar.
Mr. Waternoose, there's no time for this.
Come on, what are you waiting for? Roar!
But sir!
Roar! Well done, James. All right, gentlemen. I hope you've learned a valuable...
The student monsters are so funny.
Man, this is such a heartbreaking moment, though.
Yeah, it really is.
If you've ever been a stressed out parent who's lost your temper with your child, you know exactly what Sully's feeling right now.
The child!
Sir, she isn't toxic. What? I know it sounds crazy, but trust me.
Boo? No. It's okay. I was just... Oh, no. Don't be scared. That wasn't real. It's just a... I was just...
He's never really seen what he looks like.
Well, he hasn't seen it through a child's eyes before.
Yeah. Before
he was just doing a job.
I love the eye twitch.
On that sweet little girl.
Now
that we have her.
It's a powerful moment of perspective taking because so often like we're in our own head doing what we do for the reasons that we do it and it's all justified and we're like kind of tangentially aware of this might inconvenience somebody or this might upset or hurt somebody until we take that moment to actually pause and reflect and really see it through another person's eyes. We don't know. And this is one of the things I love most about family therapy is we tend to vilify the people who wrong us while justifying our own behavior. And then the other person is doing the same thing, but in the other direction. And then it just becomes a shouting match of who's gonna get left holding the bag of being the villain. And it's so crucial to recognize we're all just messed up, hurting people who are trying to connect, trying to feel safe, loved, and respected, responding poorly if we don't feel safe, loved, and respected, or going about behaviors that aren't necessarily supportive in an effort to feel safe, loved, and respected. We're all just here in this together. And we stop vilifying each other and start understanding each other when we engage in perspective taking.
Yeah.
This scene hits so hard.
Yeah.
Again, especially if you've ever been a parent, you know exactly that. Because you could see his heart just plummet into his stomach. You could see him feeling nauseous at what he's done when he looks up at that monitor. And I think a lot of us have been there.
The filmmaking supports it so strongly. Like the script gets them in a place where this scene can happen in the, the test chamber, which they reset to be nighttime and they turn off all the lights in the room. So it's dark and it's like that blue, cold light. So it's supporting the feeling that you're supposed to have, which is this is a scary thing that's happening in the dark. Because, everything else that we're seeing at Monsters Incorporated, brightly lit, big overhead lights or sunshine coming in, and it's like fun, bright colors and stuff. And we get in here and the colors get muted, and it's cold, and it's dark, and it's scary.
I'll get it on.
Look at that big jerk. Ruin my life.
Mike, the stuff Mike wears when he's trying to protect himself.
You, I am now stuck in this frozen wasteland.
Wasteland? I think you mean Wonderland. I mean, how about all this fabulous snow, huh? Oh, and wait till you see the local village. Cutest thing in the world. I haven't even mentioned all the free yak's milk.
Wait, what did you say?
Yak's milk. Milking a yak ain't exactly a picnic. But, once you pick the hairs out, it's very nutritious.
No, something about that. Wait, are the kids in it?
Kids? Sure. Tough kids, sissy kids, kids who climb on rocks.
Where is it?
Hey, it's at the bottom of the mountain, around a 3-day hike.
Oh, 3 days? We need to get there now!
You want to go to the village? Okay, rule number 1 out here, always, no, never go out in a blizzard.
We need to get to Boo.
Boo? What about us? Ever since that kid came in,
Man, those land with huge thuds.
Yeah. Now look where we are. Oh, we were about to break the record, Sully. We would have had it made.
None of that matters now.
None of it matters? Wait a second. None of it matters? Okay. No. Good. Great. So now the truth comes out, doesn't it?
Oh, would you look at that? We're out of snow cones. Let me just go outside and make some more.
Sully, what about everything?
Chano exiting the fight.
Does that matter?
No, not these days.
Not these days.
These days I'd stay and help.
In college.
In college for sure.
Never gonna see her again. Doesn't that matter? And what about me? I'm your pal. I'm your best friend. Don't I matter?
I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry we're stuck out here. I didn't mean for this to happen. But Boo's in trouble. I think there might be a way to save her if we can just get down to that...
Whoa. We? No. There's no we this time, pal. If you want to go out there and freeze to death, you be my guest. Because you're on your own.
Yeah, Sully knows at this point there's nothing to say.
Yeah.
They're at an impasse. Mike feels too hurt, too rejected. Sully's changed too much, his priorities changed too much. And this is the first time that either of them has not been there for the other. And of course,
we symbolize it by having the light go out.
The light's gone out in his life. I think Mike recognizes, a lot of us do. When we're hurt and when we're angry, there's a voice in the back that hears what the other person is saying, but until you get that hurt out, you can't really get there. What's sad about this is Mike has now got it out. He's gotten it out of his system. He said what he needed to say, and then Sully leaves just as Mike is in a position to maybe change his mind.
Yeah, I always read that as Mike turning around like, maybe and then, but Sully's already gone.
Yeah, but Sully's already gone. And this is one of the reasons why you've probably heard me talk about this on the show. I am a wholehearted advocate for the imaginary conversation. I like to do it in the car. If I'm angry and hurt with somebody, and there's a voice in the back that says, they're not a monster, they're not a jerk. They have their pain. They have their perspective, but you're having a hard time seeing it because you're hurting so bad. Before I talk to them, I go out in the car and I pretend they're riding shotgun and I let the imaginary version have the uncensored, unfiltered, mean, nasty, I don't care if it's right. I don't care if I'll regret it. I'm going to say what's here. And then once it's out in the air, like I can hear it and then parse through what I really mean versus, okay, well, that's not accurate. Like, I get it out of my system, and I'm in a much better place to engage in a conversation where I can be vulnerable and engage in perspective taking. and accountable. Mike is feeling like he's being replaced, and he's not, but Sully's just growing to have different priorities. And that's the difference, I think, between a buddy and a friend. Is a buddy is totally there when you're on the same page and you share the same interests and you enjoy spending time together.
Yeah.
A friend is like, you're evolving and things are different and I'm still here for you.
Right.
Now, about the girl.
I just want to send her home.
Very good. Bring me a door shredder.
What? You mean I can't see her again?
That's the way it has to be. I'll give you 5 minutes.
Well, here come the waterworks.
Well, so long, kid.
Mike Wazowski!
Yeah. Oh, Boo. It's been fun. Go ahead. Go grow up.
I like that Mike and Boo haven't bonded like Sully and Boo have. But there's still affection there, and he also recognizes, okay, I get why this was a big deal to my buddy.
Boo.
Boo?
Oh, look at that. Yeah, you know.
You just like me, Joe.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah.
Now I'm going to...
Boo.
Look at all these Pixar Easter eggs every toy.
This is pre-Finding Nemo, too.
Oh, he's a happy bear.
Yeah, there's biscuits.
Nothing's coming out of your closet to scare you anymore, right? Yeah. Goodbye, Boo.
Kitty.
Kitty has to go.
Oh, damn it.
Yep. Good score and CG tears filling his eyes.
Well, and that sweet little voice from that little actress.
And that slow pullback.
Oh, no.
I had to do it.
This hurts. This little...
Boo!
Oh, come on.
First of all, I want to figure out what they did with this voice actress to get the most erudite baby babble ever, because it sounds like she's saying words, but they're not words.
Right.
Like it's not just like it's
like she's pronouncing things.
She's pronouncing syllables. They're just not words. The way she delivers "kitty" at the end there, I can't even say it without look. It's starting again.
Well, and then at the very end of the movie too. You know?
Yeah, the really happy when she gets reunited.
Yeah.
And you don't even see her face, you just hear her.
Yeah, and you see his face.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so great. Well, I love the theme, when they discovered that laughter is 10 times more powerful than scream or whatever the number is, right? And now Mike is perfectly primed to shine just by going in and injuring himself in front of children. Like really suffering for the craft. But such a beautiful message of how essential for children, but also for all of us, laughter is. And it's not about not acknowledging the sadness or the fear. In fact, at the end, it's all about acknowledging the sadness, but how crucial it is to laugh and to enjoy and to connect, and how healing that is. What we feed grows emotionally, right? We have to experience all of it. We have to acknowledge all of it. We don't choose what we're feeling, like what emotions come up, but we do choose what to do with them, what to focus on, and what to feed.
Yeah.
And that is a beautiful message.
I'm sensing a theme with Pete Docter, who directed this and Up and Inside Out and Soul.
Gosh.
A, bit of a heavy hitter. B, all of those movies thematically are about accepting your feelings and learning to move forward with the feelings that you have, or the things that have happened to you. If you lose your wife, if you lose your life, if you suddenly have to deal with a new emotion that you didn't like.
Well, and back to their friendship, when we deal with our emotions in a healthy way, we can then be available for others. So Mike had to vent, he had to have that catharsis, and then he was doing what he always does. He's there for his friend, and he's got his back. All of the strands, all of the themes come together in a perfect ending. Pixar knocks it out of the park. We're fans.
Once again. So until next time.
Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me! It's a musical! And she's out of our hair!
We would like to thank our patrons, people who get extended director's cuts and grab bags and silly
Deep
things
dives.
and deep dives and all kinds of, it's amazing over there. Go to our Patreon and you can be like these people.
Rachel Saber,
Joanna Herlin,
Trace Martin,
Jeffrey Robinson,
Amy Henninger. We love you.
They're patrons and you can be one too, just like them.